Howdy, partner. Sorry for the delay in transmission. I may have needed some rest and some time for myself, and that is totally reasonable. Maybe this was the case for you as well. Perhaps these past few days you were feeling a little lethargic or tired. That's natural. We just went through a full new moon, let's say. And now the moon is transiting into Aries. Things are supposedly going to start to pick up. You might see some new things happening very rapidly. Your manifestations are coming in. Just be aware what you've been working on is coming in. Okay, now let's get some clarity here. This is going to be a collective reading for the sign of Libra. That is Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra North Node, Libra Rising. Now, where do you have Libra in your chart? Put it in the chat. If you'd like a private reading, that Emperor wants to come out. If you'd like a private, oh, Four of Wands. If you'd like a private reading, let's get back to it. The information for that is in the description box below. Let's get those filled up. Schedule you in and we'll see what we can do for you. It is payment up front, of course, and limited spots. I'm not going to be doing 6 tarot readings a day every single day. There's going to be limited spots and we can set that up. What I need you to do though, if you want a private reading, is email me like a time zone that you're in so that I can connect with you. And then I'll send you the details for payment. Thank you for all your comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Lady Tsunami in the comments saying, so glad YouTube recommended you. Well, I'm glad YouTube recommended you to recommend me to recommend to you. Basically, I am being manifested because you need this and I need you. Isn't that beautiful? We are meant for each other, lady. All right, 6 of Wands here. Victory, success. Expect it. Victory and success over in Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You may have been denied a financial offer in the past. Too many cards. But you're still moving forward and past that. We haven't pulled any clarifiers though. This is just the first set of cards. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This could have been a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that you're having victory and success over. Somebody that may have been trying to hold up your finances. And let's get 2 more. Let me know how it sounds in the comments, how the audio is, if you need more audio, less audio. We got the Fool, we got 8 of Wands. There's going to be a communication coming in about a brand new journey. You may be letting go of some old business deals or offers. Maybe you've dropped them mentally. Ooh, funky monkey. This could have been in regards to a twin flame or like a twin flame like energy. We got the 4 of Wands in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. So something is not being communicated at this time, and you're just claiming victory over it. What I'm seeing is that your 6 of Wands, you're gonna go right over every reverse card. There's so many reversals. I don't really feel like this is your energy. But if it is your energy, what I'm seeing is that there were offers in the past that were just not acceptable, and they came in too slow, a little too late, and you're just like done with it, and you're like, I'm just gonna move on and be victorious by myself, and you're gonna leave those people in the background because they were either immature in their communication or not clear and honest and truthful. Dream boldly. I'm not a Libra, but you keep popping up when you go live. Do you read only for Libra? This sound is great. Thank you. Well, we can do a collective read. You know what? We'll say this is the Libra spread here, and I'm just going to go through it one more time. 6 of Wands, and then we'll do like a collective reading for, let's say, the world. Let's do a world reading after this. 6 of Wands, so fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could have been a fire sign that was feeling like they had victory over you, but in reality what they got was like a bad deal. and their money is coming in very slowly. They could have been in a relationship with someone, but I'm seeing that is being broken up at this time, due to them not fully disclosing things or not being disclosed to. I'm seeing you get the Wheel of Fortune while this Knight of Wands is in reverse. Yeah, somebody messed up. Somebody either, yeah, thought they had victory over you. But really, nobody can steal your joy. I'm seeing that. Judgment in reverse. They made a bad judgment call about you. Okay, too cool. Let's go in on the world today. There is a lot. So let's just because of that, I'm gonna see if I can change the description of the title. I don't know of the video. I don't know if I can do that mid. You don't have access to this feature. Expand. Top chat. Participant can toggle. Edit. Oh, there it is. Edit. Okay, title. We'll just go collective reading. Boom. Save. Now it's more continuity, right? We want to continuity. So let's go through it. Now this is for the collective. Now the collective is it's whoever's watching the video at this time. So tapping in, whoever's tapping into this energy, whoever's present, including my energy, your energy, and energies that may be connected to you. What is going on? We got one card face down. I'll flip that in a second. Right now I'm using a Rider-Waite Tarot. All right, collective energy. Four of Wands. You've been resting, waiting for the communication to come in. You may have been praying for communication to come in, some sort of truthful honesty. Oh, almost came out. Seeing that Six of Wands again over the Five of Swords. So you're claiming victory over some sort of battle. There was a battle in the past. You may have been a participant. You may have been watching from the outskirts, but right now, Star and, Six of Swords. You're setting sail to new distant lands. This might just be like a town away from you. You might just be going to a river or body of water, but you're claiming healing with the Star and the Six of Swords. Okay. What is this card that's face down? Death in reverse. Either you avoided a death, or there was a rebirth that you thought you were going through, or a death to an old cycle, but it's actually not what it looks to be. I'm seeing you avoided a calamity, or someone in your family or connected to you avoided death. They may have had a death scare. Somebody could have had like betrayal. Ten of Swords, Four of Cups. Somebody was betrayed, but in honesty, and that was a Four of Pentacles. I kind of wanted to hang out there. Honestly, sometimes that's the best thing. These little betrayals, they reveal to you what's actually going on. Because you don't want those people anyways, if they were betraying you. Ten of Swords again, Two of Wands. You've got a decision to move forward. Oh my goodness. Okay, what's up next? That Knight of Pentacles is back out in the reverse. So you avoided a very slow, like maybe you were going to get an offer for money or a new cycle in money. Maybe you thought a change was going to be necessary or important for you to develop finances, but the delay or the failed rebirth of the pentacles or opportunity is actually going to be for the good. Because I'm seeing a Page of Pentacles. There's another offer that's going to help you with the Ten of Wands here. You've been carrying a lot of burdens, but to move forward, somebody's going to be offering you something fresh, something new. It might be an opportunity to work with someone younger than you or close to your age, but somebody that's a little bit younger in spirit. Okay, what is this? Five of Swords, yeah, claiming victory. You're not setting sail, but you are the one holding most of the swords. People are turning their backs to fighting with you. People don't want to argue with you. They can see that you hold your own and that you actually may be able to take what they've been throwing at you and use it against them. I'm seeing that as well. Oh, we got a card right here. Okay. That one is the Emperor in reverse. So this battle that you had with an Emperor here, that's an Aries. I'm seeing Aries or Taurus. Masculine energy. there could have been someone in the past that was trying to cause a delay to your finances, but in all honesty, you've just been maintaining. With the hangman in reverse, you've gotten clarity. You're now coming out of the hangman, holding yourself up, and you're making a decision. You're going to be firm and you're going to move forward towards that victory. You're going to let go of any negative or toxic masculine energies that seem to want to be your boss or pretend to be your boss. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords in reverse. You're not confused anymore. You're not feeling bound or tied up. You may still be a little bit heartbroken at this time or resolving some of these wounds that were created through third-party issues. But the Nine of Cups, you're satisfied internally. So it's more like you might have some sort of distrust still that you're working on. Okay. And then we're going to pull out the other tarot deck here as well. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, everybody. Wheel of Fortune, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 1, 0. The algorithm. You've successfully learned how to kind of, what is it called? Coding. You might be into coding, doing computer work, or you are successfully the programmer of your own universe, and the universe is now working with you. It's seen all your pain and it wants to provide you a Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Swords, somebody's coming in, a feminine energy with truth and honesty. They could be defending themselves or defending you. This is a Libra, most likely a Libra or a Aquarius. I'm not seeing Gemini. Page of Pentacles. They saw what happened to you with the offers of finances in the past with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. They saw people were being very immature with you. They could have stolen your money. They could have scammed you. There's someone in a justice position. This might be a feminine authority figure that is now observing everything that's happened. Six of Wands, claiming victory. This is very fast too. You're going to be moving forward because everybody else is on their feet, but you've got a horse. So you might be getting gifted some sort of safe passage, movement forward to a new land. And next is Ace of Cups. Once you travel and you move out of that conflict energy, there is a Ace of Cups that is going to be there for you. It is specifically for you. You've been waiting for this, or it's been waiting for you to be ready. You may have had to learn how to be wise as a snake, to be as peaceful as a dove. I'm seeing that. Eight of Pentacles, you've just been sticking hard to your work. You've been staying very focused, and it looks like you've been patching up even the wounds that are in your back by staying focused to the finances. Like, work is something that you can clear your mind in. Work is something where you can just really let go of all the troubles in the past. You might feel like an outcast at this time because he's working outside of the city. There's an immature Page of Wands, a younger fire sign energy, someone passionate, but in the reverse, they might be lusty. Somebody's been watching you. Somebody's been looking at your finances and your pentacles. This is someone that doesn't have their own. I'm seeing that they have very little. And they are envious and jealous of what you have. What's new, hey? But they haven't been putting in the work, so don't worry about them. They're just watching and observing. Okay, what else? Let's do one more shuffle. I'm seeing Nine of Wands. They could be wounded or beat up, or you are this wounded warrior, but you're still charitable. I'm seeing that you're still somebody that's giving to the appropriate ones, because there was Six of Pentacles there. It was someone donating and having charity. You could be a Libra sign watching this as well, but you know who to give charity to. Seven of Cups. There's a lot of offers coming your way. Seven of Cups. Not every offer is a good offer. Oh, way too many cards. These could be offers that you've been dreaming up. These could have been like manifestations, we'd call it. 10 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. I'm seeing there is a fulfillment, a wish fulfillment coming into fruition here. The manifestation, your ultimate manifestation, is to be successful in business and in family. I'm seeing your ultimate manifestation is to be held up on a platform for, you might be a scientist, you might be someone that is experimenting and making, being inventive, an innovator. You might be someone is an innovator. Other people are taking notes and watching what you do, and they're asking you questions. One of these people that is observing you may be someone that you're going to be doing business with, and they could be the one that is envisioning this Ten of Cups with you because of how hard you work, because I'm still seeing that Eight of Pentacles here. So there's an Ace of Cups and an Eight of Pentacles on the table still. Let's keep going. But the Seven of Cups, there's other people that are watching you. Some of these are immature energies. Like you might have younger fire signs and younger earth signs that are attracted to you, but they don't really have anything to offer because they're in the reverse. But Three of Cups, so Seven of Cups to the Three of Cups, you have decided to celebrate. There is something that is worth celebrating. There is a union coming, and we had that Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So Three of Cups, this could be a celebration among friends. This could be of the same gender, like close friends that you're going to be coming together with, or new justice system, or this could just be simply a very fast communication. This could be from the postal service. This could be somebody that has power and authority, and it's also somewhat urgent. This seems urgent, and they're coming towards the Three of Cups. Now, this could have also been the Three of Cups could have been some of those Seven of Cups that you were offered. It could have been three of them were working together against you. Now, I'm seeing the Four of Swords in reverse. You're coming out of rest. Your prayers have been heard. There seems to be one thing that's on your mind, one thought especially that you've been really, every time you go to bed at night, there's something that's been keeping you up late at night. Because with the that fell down. With the Four of Swords in the reverse, you see one card above the person as they're sleeping. So this one thought has been, the other three seem to have been not a top priority. I'd say that the one sword at the top is what's either been keeping you up at night or what you've been praying for. Okay. Just a couple more cards. And then we're going to pull out a new deck and get a clean energy. Ace of Wands, Strength. There's going to be a passion offer coming towards you. This could be relief. This could provide you strength. That could be coming from this Knight of Swords as well. Okay. What is this Knight of Swords? We're going to get a little bit more specific. What is this Knight of Swords? I'm going to put all the other cards back in the deck. And then we're going to go clarify. What is this Knight of Swords? There's some sort of fast communication coming in towards you. Now, this could be someone that is like I said, in the legal department, in the law, in the justice. I'm seeing justice. I'm seeing this is very urgent. Like, they know what's going on. They've been witnessing something that you haven't been able to see. Maybe they've seen all the struggles, the heartbreak. As soon as I said struggles, there's Three of Swords and the Lovers. Somebody betrayed you in a love union, or somebody tried to block your love union. It's weird when you go out there and you see all these people that are like in relationships with each other, and you're like alone, and you're like, is there something wrong with me? Like, you might be asking those questions like, why am I not with someone? What's going on? But the Wheel of Fortune's here with the Lovers. It's about time that you've had your chance. It's about time that there's love that's coming in to start getting that wheel going, getting the mojo flowing. So there's communication coming in about this. Good day, everyone. Welcome to the comments section. This is Lights Out Tarot. Oh, the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Wands. Okay, we're going to get two more, pardon me. We're going to have 3 clarifiers for this night. Oh my goodness. There's a tower there. It wanted to come out, but there was like a bunch of cards. I don't feel like that was appropriate. There's one. Second card is Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. 2 queens. Should this be another queen here? Okay, so feminine energy is coming out strong. Now, this could be 2 feminine energies that have been observing and watching. So one has been watching your seeds being planted. Oh, what is that? The Strength in reverse. They've seen you weak. They've seen you at your weakest point. They've seen you still being charitable, but you're not able to offer emotions. Maybe you've been blocked off in your heart chakra lately. Your heart's been a little bit guarded. There's a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Wands, so that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's some sort of feminine energies here that have been observing. They're coming in with communication. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by these queens. Now, this could be the justice system is coming in to talk to you, or officers of the law to talk to you about two different feminine energies that have maybe been playing a role in your weakness and the strength or some sort of attack against you. Third card is the Hermit. This could be a Virgo. This could be that you have been placed into hermit mode by two feminine energies, and the Knight here is to come bring you some communication or cut those cords to those two feminine energies. Ace of Swords. So the Knight's got the Ace of Swords. There's truth. There's clarity. This is going to be a fresh start as well. They see the crown that you hold, but you might not see the crown that you hold. You might feel like a hermit at this time, but they see you as a king or queen. They want to bring you back to your position of, like your higher position. Somebody wants to bring back to you what was lost and stolen. They're coming in with communication. Time, local time is 9:17. That might be something of importance to you. Okay, we got a new deck here. We're going to get some clarity with this. I'm just going to read the top card here. It says, the tarot is a pictorial representation of the forces of nature as conceived by the ancients according to a conventional symbolism. At first sight, one would suppose this arrangement to be arbitrary, but it is not. It is necessitated by the structure of the universe, and in particular of the solar system, as symbolized by the Holy Kabbalah. And that is a quote by Aleister Crowley, okay? This is a special, unique card associated with this deck that I don't participate in using, because it's not necessary. Like, it can be helpful, but it's not necessary. I'll see what the definition of that card is. It should be in here as well. Man. There's no number on that one. Yeah, doesn't matter. See? Doesn't really matter. It's kind of like a Fool card. Sorry for the delay. Okay, back to transmission here. This is a collective reading. I just had a ringing in my ear. You are getting a transmission. You're getting a download coming in. Queen of Cups again. 10 of Discs. There's a feminine energy that wants to either offer you finances or is financially abundant and wealthy in their own right. This could be you. This could be somebody you know. Okay, we're going to cut the deck. We're going to flip it. And what I'm seeing is all upright. First card is Seven of Cups, and it says debauchery if you want to see the artwork. It looks like tainted cups. It looks like poison water. Somebody has had, and that's that Seven of Cups, which is like multiple offers and whatnot. It might be too many offers. Somebody has been playing with a lot of cups. Somebody has been playing with a lot of cups. This could be a person in power. This could be someone in power. It's an earth sign energy there. And a Prince of Wands. I'm seeing the town or location that you're in. There is corruption going on because there's multiple parties and multiple cups all sipping from each other, and they're actually becoming sick. I'm seeing there's a lot of sickness being passed around by too many. It's not even third parties, that's 7 parties. So there's too many people that are intermingling and commingling with negative intentions or negative energies, and this is rotting the structure of the foundation of this. The fortress. This could be political buildings, municipal buildings. This could be the elements around the area. And I'm seeing there's a Prince of Wands coming in here very fast. Okay. And this Prince of Wands looks like it might be even from the sky. So this could be an angel. This could be like a spirit from heaven being sent to like cleanse. And this could be a fire. I'm seeing there might be fire happening in the area as well to cleanse the area and remove these ties and connections. Kind of looks like Helio, like one of the gods, the Helios god or something like that, where there's a guy that like carries the sun. I'm glad you guys are having a conversation in the chats here. This is a great place to socialize and find like-minded people. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll put that in the comments below. Thank you for everyone who's liked the video so far and subscribed to the channel. Check out at Fiesta Brian on Insta. And I'm going to pin that post here. Pin message. Thank you everybody for watching, listening, subscribing. Those of you that want a private reading, the description box below has information on that. Just send me your time zone and any days that work well for you and we'll get you booked in. Princess of Cups, Princess of Swords. Some, feminine energies, emotional and communicative, honest clarity. What is this? Let's see. For the collective, for the general collective. No sign specific. What do we need to know? Let's say next 48. What do we need to know? Next 48 for the collective. Oh. Welcome back. Welcome back to the video, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Just waiting for some answers here from the cards. What's coming in the next 48? There's one. We'll throw those back. What's coming? Next 48. Sometimes it's better when I don't look at the cards. There's a few that want to come out. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got 5 cards. We're going to read it as is. First card is Dominion. 2 of Wands in reverse. So somebody is losing their power and their control over a situation here. It's futile with the 7 of Swords, futility coming out. I'm just going to get a definition of the word dominion. Define dominion.
Here's the definition of dominion.
Sovereignty or control. Man's attempt to establish dominion over nature is one sentence with it. The territory of a sovereign or a government. So the dominion, I'm seeing that a certain area, like I said that before in those 3 cards, there's a certain area that's either been trying to hold authority over people unlawfully or confuse people that they have this authority. But there's an authoritative figure. It could be a fire sign energy, or this could be being fired. Someone could be getting fired in a position of authority. Now, what they did was they tried to stab you. I'm seeing that with the swords here. They tried to come against your sword, your truth. There could have been 6 people against you. Okay? This could be 6 people against your sword. They're all coming against you, trying to come against your sovereignty or your power and your control over yourself. This caused some blockages. I'm seeing the art here in reverse. This caused some blockages to your creativity. This is a specific card in itself. I'm seeing that they were maybe making potions, brewing up stuff, maybe conjuring spirits and entities. They could have been praying to lower dimensional entities or just wishing this upon you. They could have been doing hoodoo, voodoo, bad juju. They could have been trying to set your feet on fire. I'm seeing that as well. Like maybe they're trying to put a fire under your butt. Fear is powerful. People who want to control will do that. You're right. I'm just reading the comments there. So I'm seeing that they were trying to feed you negative emotions with this cup in reverse, as well as passion. They may have been trying to use lust against you and then false love, and while reciting incantations. You can see the kind of the glyphs above there. They could have been reciting these or thinking these while they were doing it. They were very two-faced. You see the 2 heads there? They were very two-faced, and they were putting this into your cup. I'm seeing that you're the phoenix, though. There's a phoenix there. You're going to be rising out of this situation here. Knight of Cups. You've remained pure to who you are. You might be a Cancer sign. You might be dealing with a Cancer, but you've remained pure and honest in your intentions. towards being someone of upstanding, emotional character, someone that is, you might not be nice necessarily to everyone, but at least you're honest with your emotions. I'm seeing that you put your emotions in front of yourself, almost like wearing your heart on your sleeve. The Pegasus might be symbolic as well here. Now, let's get a little definition of the Pegasus again. Give me information on the Pegasus.
According to Wikipedia, Pegasus is a winged divine stallion, usually depicted as pure white in color in Greek mythology.
Okay, did you hear that? It said Pegasus is a winged divine stallion, usually depicted as pure white in color. Now that looks like a pure white horse with wings. And now the wings are actually attached to your back, but this gentleman's flying right into the air. So it's very, I'm seeing Pegasus. I'm seeing you might have Greek in your blood or tied to the Greek. You might be going to Greece. I'm seeing that you could be dealing with a Cancer sign. Somebody has been trying to block your cup. I'm seeing there could be a Cancer specifically that has been trying to block your cup. They've been trying to hinder your love, either you offering your love to someone or receiving a cup. But you're the Magus, you're the ultimate manifester, the ultimate mage. You're like a time traveler. I'm seeing that you are able to manipulate the worlds and realities around you while remaining in your highest light, your joy, right? When you are happy and joyful and balanced like that, as above, so below, you create that reality around you, despite all adversities, despite the swords and the pentacles that have been, like, there's temptations around this mage. These could be the elements that the mage is operating with, or these are the elements that have been trying to corrupt. But I'm seeing the mage doesn't even need them. He's looking at his hands, his empty hands, and he's imagining what he can create just by having his hands. There's also, it looks like harps. You might be someone that plays a stringed instrument. Stringed instruments could be very helpful for you to grow, but this is also the one card. So this is coming back to your sense of oneness and truth and wholeness. Now, again, let's go back to the beginning here. Dominion in reverse. There is some sort of dominion, which could be a stronghold, or it is potentially someone that was abusing their power or was in a position of power. Now, they could have come against you as you were just simply speaking your truth here with the Seven of Swords. Truth and clarity. There's one sword that seems to be bigger and standing above all the rest, but there were 6 swords coming against it. Now, these 6 swords could have been attached to a fire sign that was trying to create blockages in your creativity and your art. But you rose above the occasion. You rose above the waters. You're soaring. You're flying into higher realms. I'm seeing that you're ascending. You're moving past that. You're moving beyond that. You won't even need your horse because you're becoming the mage, or you are the mage. There's something about you that's very unique and special that you can do, no one else can do. And that's why they tried to come against you. Simply breathing in your manifestations. You don't have to use anything. You're naked and bare. As the mage, you're very vulnerable. Okay? And they tried to use that against you. They tried to actually use your own art. They could have been stealing your art and trying to use it against you. They could have been trying to go against your art career. That's what I'm seeing. Let's pull a couple clarifiers here. Why is art in reverse? Why is art in reverse? Please tell me about this art in reverse. What's going on? Do I need to like turn it around again, not see what's going on until you tell me, cards? Or are you going to be very, very finicky? Now this deck is pretty fresh, pretty brand new. It has no, like, barely any bend to it. And I don't really like oh, that one wanted to come out. I don't like shuffling these brand new decks that much. But you can do this one. There's this kind of shuffle as well. Pleasure and Queen of Cups. Now, this is something that brings you pleasure. This brings other people pleasure. This is something that you can become connected to your feminine emotional side. Something that heals your heart, they were trying to block that. Something that you do that you use as a tool to not only help yourself but help others heal. They were trying to put blocks in the way of that by either slandering, lying, maybe stealing your creative ideas and trying to present them as their own. But what I'm seeing here with that Knight of Cups is there's nobody like you. Like, nobody does it like you. When you present your cup, it's very specific to you. So we got 4 cards here. What is this art in reverse? The Lovers. Somebody that, yeah. This could have been somebody that you're dealing with, a lover. This could have been a betrayal between your lover. But cruelty, we got the 9 of Swords here. Cruelty. These are blood-soaked swords. There was many people that came against your connection with someone, your 2 of Cups, or this could have been your fake twin flame soulmate. This could have been a fake lover. This could have been somebody that was using your love against you. With that 9 of Swords here, the Ace of Cups in reverse, they presented a cup, but it was actually a lie. And they did this swiftly with the 7 or 8 of Wands. Either you're going to get communication clearly about this soon, or you've had this understanding by yourself through a revelation. This could have been like a divine message that you got with that rainbow there. But I'm seeing things are going to be getting corrected because there is a mathematic system to this world that we live in. And when there's numbers and variations out in certain places, there has to be correction done, or else it affects the entire living organism that we are part of. So this Ace of Cups that was presented to you, most likely they tried to steal a fresh, brand new love that was being presented to you and was starting to create like an artistic bubble, like a flowing of energy through your shared love with this person, and they tried to cruelly break it up. This could have been them. I'm seeing the male phallus. I'm seeing somebody tried to have intimacy with your person, or they did have intimacy with your person, and they ruined your union. And then they didn't even participate with this person. They gave up the cup that was supposed to be your cup. And this is all going to be revealed to you very swiftly. Now, this could mean that you're also getting your art's coming back to you very swiftly as well. Just as it was taken away, it's going to be returned to you, and it might be returned in the experience that you've gone through. So we're going to put those back. So that's art. What is this? Futility. We already got one. I'm looking at futility. So the 7 of Swords, the Hangman. They put you in a position where they either sacrificed you, or they put you in a position where you felt like you were, yeah, I'm seeing the sacrifice though. You got that nail in the foot, in the hands. They sacrificed you. They put you in a hangman position, and they took you away. They brought you closer to the snake. I'm seeing that. So you're having to go through a rebirth and a death, and to regrow a new skin. They could have like stripped you bare. They could have made you feel very vulnerable and naked in the streets, but then you actually turned that into your own power. You've now used your vulnerability, and you've expressed your emotions about the situation and how this has been happening to you. And you became the mage. It's kind of like how they tried to kill Jesus, and then Jesus died, and then he woke again in 3 days and just scared the shit out of everybody. Imagine that. Imagine you try to kill someone. You just like go out there and you're like, you make this big, you have a whole army of people. You march the person through the streets. He's naked. He's got a cross on his shoulder. You're whipping him. You're beating him. You make him feel shame. You put him in the hangman. You put him in prison. You put him in jail. You put him in a position where he feels so uncomfortable. You make him bleed out. He dies in front of you. They saw you. They witnessed you. They stole what I'm seeing is they stole your sovereignty. They took your dominion. They may have taken your home from you, or attempted to. They took you out of the home and put you in the streets, and they came against you. 6 people or more came against you and then impaled you and sacrificed you, just like they did with that Jesus. So now imagine this. You got a whole army. Thousands of people witness this man get shamed and abandoned and neglected by his closest friends, his disciples, the people that followed him from town to town. You may have had many fans. You could have been somebody of affluence, and they took some of your fans away and used them against you. Now imagine you wake up 3 days later and you are alive after they killed you. So this could have been very quick for you to recover. What I'm seeing is this is what's scaring them as well, is the speed at which you recover. Okay, and that's caused them some fear. They've tried to block your art. They tried to put blocks in your art, your creation. They may have stopped you from laughing and feeling joy. They could have stolen your creative works and then presented them as their own. But ultimately, you didn't need any of that because you used the pain to manifest. You became the master manifester. And you've ascended and you've rose to different heights. And you see how the hangman, this is very cool, the hangman is by his head, right? But the hangman's in reverse. This man is getting all the blood rushing to his head while he's bleeding out. That could cause headaches, that could cause blood clots, that could cause a major kerfuffle, a lot of issues, but the snake is at his head. So this is also a rebirth and a death to your old way of thinking. Okay, so they caused so much strife, and they could have been using the moon cycle here with that futility card. You got the moon up there. They could have been trying to do this around the moon cycle. But yeah, the hangman in reverse, the snake is at the head there. The snake is also at the head in the Magus, but it's at the top now. You see that? Both cards are upright, so you've ascended, essentially, and rebirthed. You've shed the old skin. You've connected both your light and dark, your ancestral DNA and your trauma, your generational trauma. You've gone through it, and you've smiled. In the pain, I'm seeing that you smiled while in pain, while vulnerable, while naked, and this is causing people fear. They're losing what they have because they tried to take what you had. That's what happened after. Okay, back to Jesus. So Jesus, he dies. Then he gets crucified. He goes in that hangman position. For 3 days he's gone. And for 3 days they celebrated. They claimed victory. They claimed victory and they celebrated their own defeat. Because that was the plan all along. You knew what these people were doing. You could feel it, what they were doing to you. You know who's doing what. You're not stupid. You can feel energy. So as they're doing these things to you, you go back internally. You maybe stop doing your art as much, but you were doing some other work, which is now producing different results. He comes out, he shows himself, you show yourself to a few people, and then you disappear again. But what you showed to those people after you were reborn, created or is creating a revolution. Because of the pain that people went to put you into, you became greater, stronger, and more influential. You don't even have to be present anymore because people saw what happened to you. They saw how they brutally did these things to you repeatedly to the point of near death or death, maybe a death metaphysically to yourself, and being reborn again, ascending to new heights, and then disappearing. It's insane. And now what they're doing is they're losing everything. They've tried to hold on to it, but they've lost power. Queen of Swords. I'm seeing this is your energy now. You've cut off the heads of your enemies, metaphysically. I don't see you actually going out there with a sword and cutting people off. I wouldn't recommend it. But that's what you've done. You've ascended. You're in the high heavens. You see how she's floating away? You're starting to clothe yourself though. Your garments are getting given back to you. You were naked. Not anymore. Your chest is bare, which means that you're still open in your heart. You may have had to close off for a time there. But your sword is down now too. Like, you're not even trying to harm these people. You didn't ever try and hurt these people. That's not who you are. You were in that Knight of Cups energy. You were in a, I wanted to give you my love. I wanted to be honest and genuine with you. You were a mage. You're a magus. My goodness. I'm sorry for what they did to you. I'm sorry for what they did to all people. And this is a collective thing. This could have been the powers that be in the world are losing power and grip over the world that they thought they had. And then it was futile. Like, their plans are futile because all they're doing by taking away what they thought was your power was actually your vices. These were the things that they were nailing you to. These are the things that were trapping you to the system. But if you remove those nails from your hand, that Ankh is going to carry you up. And the Ankh is also a symbolization of the feminine and male reproductive system. And it's being pulled up into the high heavens. I'm seeing that they tried to block art in general, but that was futile because it's only proving to bring the higher consciousness and the higher realms down to earth. Now, a Knight of Cups, this could be an angel as well. This could be an angel offering you some sort of heartfelt connection. It's a winged figure. Victory. 6 of Wands. Knight of Cups is clarified by the 6 of Wands. This Knight of Cups is either somebody coming towards you or this is you in your victory after the brutal, futile attempt at your life. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every... Oh, this one's in reverse. A couple of these are. What do these say? Death, the Empress in reverse, Knight of Swords, 2 of Cups, and cruelty. Death, Empress, Knight of Swords. That's insane. What's going on is very insane. It's metaphysical work. What you're doing is work in the astral realms. You're doing this stuff without even trying. You're doing this stuff just by being you, and what they're doing is over the top. They have done this for so long. This could be 2 years with that 2 of Wands. This could be 2 years that they've been doing this to the collective or to you, trying to take away your power. But it was futile because all the things that they thought was your power was actually, like I said, their vices. These were the things that were binding you to them anyways. You don't want it. You don't want to have addictions of any kind. And if you do, you're giving them up because your art is very important to you, or your heart, your art or your heart. I'm seeing that as well. Your cup. What you've been manifesting, what you've been creating is very important to you. But victory is yours. Victory is yours. No matter what they do, victory is yours. I'm seeing that. In the short term, they may feel like they're going to be victorious over you, but they don't understand that they're harming themselves. By harming you, they're harming themselves because you're a mirror of them. You just might be their higher self. You might be a higher self to these people. You might be a guide to these people. You could be one of these prophets. Now, a profit, if you think about it in a sense of monetary and value, a profit is an earning. You are earnest. You are in earnings. You are someone that is a profit. You give them income. In you come. Income. Welcome. The well, water. Currency. Current. Currently I see. If you're making money, it's because you're aware. You're seeing the money. Currency. Obviously, you go to a bank. River. What's on the side of a bank? Or what's on the side of a river? It's a river bank. All these are connected. So I'm seeing you are potentially a prophet to these people. But because they were trying to kill you, they are killing their prophets. And now they're losing money and finances. They're losing grip over their money and their finances. And what happens? They tried to steal your money because they were losing out on money because they were trying to kill the prophet. But the prophet doesn't need money. The prophet is money. You don't need the money. You're the one that creates the wealth. Where they're the one that was trying to hold over you things that were actually just taking your wealth. Say you had a vehicle. And this vehicle, you registered it to the state. You pay property taxes on it or whatever. You pay taxes on your vehicle. You pay taxes on the gas. You pay taxes on the insurance that you pay for just to ride on these roads that you've paid for. But now you don't have a vehicle, let's say. Some would say that's a disability. You don't have transit. How are you able to move around? Well, you teleport. I don't know. I just manifested. I need a ride. I get a ride. A ride comes. Maybe I'll get a bus pass. And I get a ride all the time. And then I stop spending money on gas. I stop spending money on insurance. I start saving money. And now I have less of a liability. My life is also safer, right? If I'm not driving, it's not my liability. If I get in an accident, I just get money. I don't have to pay for any of the repercussions. They thought that taking all these things from you, which were actually holding you to their grid and their system. So you see, this is a grid. This is a grid. And that's like a mat. They were trying to hold you down on a mat, on a grid. They tried to nail you to them. But then you remove yourself from that. You take away the things that were binding you. And you become more holy. You become more whole. And you've understood the lie. The lie was that you needed these things, that you needed them, that they were somehow helping you. And they tried to pretend like they were helping you while they were hurting you. Like, you need us, you need this, you need these people, you need us to represent you, you need us. All the while they're making money on your suffering. But then you said, I'm not going to suffer anymore. I'm going to cut these bonds that you've tried to tie me to. And then if you try and harm me and suffer against me, no matter what you do, I'm still going to let my heart and my higher self resonate and come through. And my honesty and my truth, I'm going to rise up. I'm going to claim victory. I don't care about what you did in the past. I forgive you. I don't care if you take my things. I understand what you did. I see how it may have impacted me, and also at the hangman, my perspective. Maybe my perspective on this was that I needed these things. Oh, they took it from me. Oh, I'm lacking. But in reality, without that weight, now you're able to be in the high heavens. All those material possessions were weighing you down. They were weighing you down. And you've been protected. You've been protected by an angel. This has all been watched. This has all been seen. They are losing money every day that they try and harm you. I would recommend that they give you all the stuff back and pay for it. And then they'll see their money come back to them. But they're going to be too stupid. I'm seeing that they're dumb or stubborn. I'm seeing that they're jealous and envious. That no matter how much they try and take from you, this is just randomly flipped in the deck. I don't know why. You just are able to manifest passionately out of one little one, like flames are coming out of your staff. You can manipulate fire. I'm seeing that you might work with candles. If you have a candle, you can potentially like move the flame towards you or away from you, or make it grow bigger or go lighter and smaller. You're someone that creates electricity. When you walk into a room, you shock the room. The mage only needs one staff. This is like a frickin' piece of wood. You can just go out into the forest and then grab a piece of wood and start using your imagination, and things start coming to you. Now the one is also the one for the Magus. These are both one cards. See the number, numerals on the top? That's what clarified each other. You're just a master at what you do, and you didn't even try. What they did to you is create this thing. It's like when you, It's like all those stupid zombie movies. They try and create a cure or something, and then they end up creating like this monster, like a bunch of zombies or viruses or whatever. But then you invert it. They try to provide you. They tried to kill you, but then they made what's going to kill them. It's if you dig a pit, you might as well dig two to bury yourself in it. There's like a quote like that. There's also a Bob Marley song. Bob Marley song, "Fall into your own pit," something like that.
I found these results.
Quotes about if you dig a pit, you're going to fall in it yourself.
These pictures should match.
Don't dig a hole for someone else, as you will fall into it yourself. If you dig a pit for others to fall into it, you will fall into it yourself. I think that's even in the Bible. They say Rumi quoted it. I mean, it's probably in the Bible. They should have been digging gardens. They shouldn't have been digging holes for you. I'm saying they should have been digging some gardens and planting some seeds. English proverb, he who digs a pit for others falls in himself. But there's a reggae song. Reggae song, he who digs a pit falls into it himself.
Here's what I found on the web.
If you are a big tree, we are a small axe, sharpened to cut you down, ready to cut you down. These are the words of my master, telling me no evil shall prosper, and whosoever diggeth the pit shall fall in it. That's a song. Fall in it. And whosoever diggeth the pit shall bury in it. Bury in it. If you are a big tree, we are a small axe, sharpened to cut you down, ready to cut you down. These are the words of my master, telling me no evil shall prosper, and whosoever diggeth the pit shall fall in it. That's the song. Okay, we're going to pull a rune, and then we're going to see what good is coming to the collective now that you persevered through the battle. What is coming towards the collective, and this rune is going to help us affirm. Reggae. And the song is Small Axe. And I was going through a really tough time in my life, and all I could do was like cry in the shower and listen to reggae music, and that's what got me through. And then I'd keep going to work, and I'd keep helping people because I was doing massage therapy. I would just keep going. I'd just go in the shower, weep, 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 and then listen to reggae music. And one love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Okay, here are the runes. We're gonna see what falls. We got two. Okay. These are the runes. That's one rune. Okay. This is the other rune. Okay, you got it? We're gonna go into it now. What are these runes? Breakthrough. Okay, first rune is breakthrough. There is no reversal for it. As above, so below. There's no way that you're not going to be breaking through. That's what I'm seeing. There's been a wall. Either you are the wall and you're going to break through yourself because you walled up, or they put a wall in front of you and you're going to break through it and then you'll become the wall. That's what I'm seeing. You're impenetrable. Your force field is, you've mastered both polarities. Like, you can take in the bad, float with it, and then throw back love, and then they give you love, even though that first they gave you negative, because you're able to transmute the energy. I'm also seeing that you're able to give negative to people. Some of your negative, they can transmute it even if they don't want to, and then they still have to love you when it comes back. Because you didn't intend to give them negative for the purposes of hurting them or anything. This is just what has been stored inside you like a battery. Okay, breakthrough. That's the first one. The second rune is strength. Isn't that wonderful? Breakthrough. Claim it. Claim it in the chat. Breakthrough. Just like Lanija Lewis. Breakthrough. Claim it in the chat. Breakthrough. Say it as many times as you need to. You can yell it. Breakthrough. 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 Just like a baby. What is the first thing that you ever had to do? You broke the water. You broke the water. From the waters above to the waters below. You made it flood. You made the flood. You broke the water. You're announcing that your arrival with destruction of some sort, to create. There's always a balance between the both. There's never going to be creation. There has to be checks and balances. There has to be something that's going to pass away. And you'll notice that with the moon cycle. On a new moon, there might be more growth, or some sort of, maybe they're spawning fish. Maybe the fish are starting to lay their babies or whatever, or animals are going out. You'll see that new moon is going to be like maybe more times of birth. Where the full moon, well, there could be birthing around full moon, but you'll see people will want to go fishing around certain moons. And you check that out. Just Google it. Look at the moon cycle and how it is associated with fishing. But breakthrough, the waters above and the waters below. You were separated by waters in your mother, in the womb, in the tomb, in the womb, right? From womb to tomb, breakthrough. You were always having a struggle. There's always a struggle. In Arabic, it's called jihad. That's what struggle is, a jihad. Breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough. Say it as many times as you need to, and strength. Your struggle creates your strength. All the walls, all the barriers, all the obstacles, all the hurdles, they weren't there for it to be easy. It wasn't supposed to be easy. If it was easy, you would be weak. You don't go to the gym and lift 1 pound weights and get big muscles. You don't go to the gym and lift 1 pound weights and get big muscles. You must break through your barriers. You must break through the wall. Runners, they have that thing called the runner's wall. What happens once they break through? Okay, I'll Google that as well. Definition of the runner's wall. What is the runner's wall?
According to Very Well Fit, if you're training for a marathon, you've probably heard about the dreaded wall. The wall occurs somewhere around the 20-mile mark, and it is the point when a runner's glycogen within the muscles is depleted.
This forces the runner to slow down considerably, sometimes to a walk.
These are the top results.
The runner's wall. What happens when they break through the wall? They get a new surge of energy. They break into a new source of energy. They tap into deeper sources of energy. It's not the easily accessible glycogen that they can use. They have to break through mentally and push through. When you are giving birth, and I'm a man, I can't really be like, oh yeah, but I've studied I've studied gestation cycles. I went through massage therapy college, so I studied gestation cycles and the birth, the weeks of birth and what it's like, and or like what it's like to have in the womb and then at birth. But okay, back to it. When the woman is giving birth, it's not an easy task. It can potentially kill the mother or the child or both parties involved. And they're both breaking through a wall. But what does the mom do? They push. They push. They push. It takes strength. It takes strength to create. It's much easier to destroy. It is much easier to destroy something than to create. Okay? But as you create, you are destroying. That's why it takes more, because it's easier to just destroy. But as you create, you're destroying the old and creating the new. But if you just destroy, you're just destroying. Okay? So to create the new, you're not only just you're destroying, but you're creating. Okay? You're doing two actions. You're breaking through. It's 2 points coming together to make a singularity. Two walls coming together to make a new point of axis, a new point of trajectory. Okay? What's the name of the song? I like reggae. Oh, we got our favorite commenter back in the house. Yeah, the name of the song is Small Axe. If you are a big tree, we are a small axe, sharpened to cut you down, ready to cut you down. These are the words of my master, telling me no evil shall prosper, and whosoever... Sorry, I was just reading the comments. I had to block somebody just now. Okay, we're going to go into it. So breakthrough, 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 breakthrough. 135. You can't stop to break through. You have to push. It requires strength. 135. Strength, transformation, and day. This is the Dagaz rune. D-A-G-A-Z. Put it in the comments below. Dagaz. First rune. Dagaz. Dagaz. Here is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. So this is what you see after your full initiation cycle. You break through. Drawing Dagaz often signals a major shift or breakthrough in the process of self-change, a complete transformation in attitude, a 180-degree turn. For some, the transition is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. So creating new, destroying the old. They're doing two things in one. They're also, you're not just opening a new door, you're closing it behind you, right? Because the timing is right, the outcome is assured, although not, from the present vantage point, predictable. In each life, there comes at least one moment which, if recognized and seized, transforms the course of that life forever. Rely, therefore, on radical trust. Trust. Now that takes strength. Even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void, picturing yourself as the fool. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. If Dagaz is followed by the blank rune, which it isn't, the magnitude of the transformation might be so great as to portend a death, the successful conclusion to your passage. The ultimate journey is your life. A major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. A major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. This is what we pulled collectively. A major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. Claim it in the chat. The darkness is behind you. Daylight has come. Nevertheless, you are reminded not to collapse yourself into the thoughts of the future or behave recklessly in your new situation. Considerable hard work can be involved in a time of transformation. Undertake to do it joyfully. Strength. Let's go into strength. This is what we pulled from the bag of runes here. This is what fell out for the collective. Strength now. This is the 5th rune. So we went from the 22nd rune to now the 5th rune on page 100. Second rune. If you guys want to Google it, it's in the chat. Second rune. Uruz. Strength, manhood, womanhood, and the wild ox. The rune of terminations and new beginnings. And isn't that what a breakthrough is? Terminating the old, closing the door, opening a new one. This rune indicates that the life you have been living has outgrown its form. That form must die so that new energy can be released in a new form. This is a rune of passage, breakthrough, passage, going through, and as such, part of the cycle of initiation. So we've got 2 cards in the cycle, 2 runes, in the cycle of initiation. This is a very good sign. There is positive growth and change. However, may involve a descent into darkness as part of the cycle of perpetual renewal. As in nature, this progression consists of 5 aspects: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and rebirth. So now let's see. When you are being intimate with someone as a man, let's say it starts with a death because you are ejecting semen. Okay? Those semen then enter a passageway that is filled with acids that are designed to destroy and keep the vaginal walls clean and the area clean. The acids are there to protect the woman. Okay? But the semen are protected as well with a mucus. So what you do is you death that, you make a death to it, you send them to their death basically. The decay portion happens as the acids start to metabolize the mucus that's surrounding the semen and the sperm. But then 1, or maybe 2 sometimes, generally 1, enters the fertilization process or progress, and then gestation, and then a new birth happens. So you are sacrificing when you are making love with someone and you ejaculate. A man is sacrificing and dying. A portion of that man has to die as they are entering. And what happens with a woman every moon cycle? Death of the eggs. The eggs that she carries die. Eventually they decay, and then a new cycle of fertilization can be achieved, and gestation and rebirth of the eggs. They go in a cycle as well. So both masculine and feminine have this death and rebirth cycle continuously evolving. Men more so when they ejaculate, and women continuously with the moon cycle. Events occurring now may well prompt you to undergo a death within yourself. Since self-change is never coerced, we are always free to resist. Remain mindful that the new life is always greater than the old. Prepare then for opportunity disguised as loss. And we talked about that in the reading. Like, you remember how I was saying all those things that they were trying to nail you to, like, oh, your car, you lose your car. Oh, it's so bad. It's whatever. You can resist it. Or you can understand it, that the new change that's about to happen is actually for your benefit. Any loss that you incur is no greater than the benefits that you're going to reap. So go back, if you missed the tarot, go back and check how these runes are confirming the tarot reading. Prepare then for opportunity disguised as loss. It could involve the loss of someone or something to which you have an intense emotional bond, and through which you are now living a part of your life, a part that must now be retrieved so you can live it out for yourself. In some way, that bond is being severed. Now, a woman gives birth to a child, and there is a death to the old way of carrying the baby, right? They're still connected by a cord, though. And what do you have to do to begin the new chapter is either you let that cord die and sever, or we sever it artificially with scissors, which is something that we do. But if you just let a baby out of the womb for some time, that umbilical cord will start to disintegrate and fall off as well. Okay? So, a part that must now be retrieved so you can live it out for in some way, that bond is being severed, a relationship radically changed, a way of life coming to an end. It's very scary for a birth. It's very scary for the child. They come out crying, kicking and screaming, they say. It's bright. They were in a dark place, and it just talked about having to go through a dark place. Most of the growth is happening in the womb, in the darkness, right? They grow very fast from little tiny little semen tadpole things to some sort of 9-month-old thing in there, okay? But it's in the darkness that they're growing, okay? They're being, and now imagine this, you're always going through that phase as well, at different cycles and different portions of your life. Like you might be out in the light doing one thing, but then you go home and you try and do something you're not very good at and you feel like you're in the dark. But this baby, while it's in the womb, in the darkness, is being nourished by Source. When you are at your darkest points, that is when you're going to be closest to God or Source, okay? Amazing. Seek among the ashes and discover a new perspective and new strength. The ancient symbol for Uruz was the aurochs, a wild ox. When the wild ox was domesticated, an immensely difficult task, it could transport heavy loads. Learn to adapt yourself to the demands of such creative time. Firm principles attached to this rune. At the same time, humility is called for, since in order to rule, you must learn how to serve. Uruz puts you on notice that your soul and the universe support your new growth. Wonderful. Okay, those are the runes. We're going to put them back in the bag. Now, I was going to ask a question for the collective. I was going to say, what is this breakthrough? What is coming in this new? After letting go of the old. That old tough cycle of the darkness. We're going to go to the crystallery. We're going to move to some crystal cards. We're done with the tarot. The tarot is a little bit, a little serious. We're going to look at this breakthrough in a positive light. We're going to go to the crystallery. We're going to put away these magical cards. Thank you everybody in the chat that's been commenting. Thank you everybody for listening, subscribing to the channel. If you haven't done so, do so now. And what else can I ask or tell you? Oh, if you want a private reading, that's in the description below. We can set that up. If you would like to donate to the channel, there is a email for email transfers in the description box of the video. Every donation is equally valuable. The biggest and the smallest donation, it's the thought that counts, and it's the energy behind it, okay? Thank you very much. It's support. If you are unable to financially support to the channel, you can always hit that like button on the video, and you can always subscribe to the channel and stay up to date. Your time is valuable as well, so you viewing the video is also an exchange. But I really appreciate the comments and liking the video. That's really cool. So we're going to pull out 2 decks. The number of change, if I think correctly is 55. I'm just going to check it out. What number symbolizes change?
5. According to Refinery 29, 5 is basically the opposite of 4. This number is associated with freedom, adventure, change, flexibility, Bender says.
We're going to pull 5 cards from each deck. Okay? If you would like to donate, the email to send an e-transfer to is in the comments and the description box. Okay, I'm going to add that to the comments right now. All you have to do is go to your banking website or however you do that. Some people do online mobile banking, and you can add this email to one of your contacts, and then you can send a donation. Coho transfers.ca. If you'd like to donate, there it is. If you'd like to donate, Mona, you cannot donate through YouTube yet because I do not have 1,000 subscribers, and I am unable to monetize the channel at this time. Okay? And I do not have any other pay services that are available to, like, I don't have WhatsApp, or what, not WhatsApp, Cash App. I don't have Cash App. I'm in Canada, and there is no Cash App available in Canada. I'd have to go to America and set that up. For YouTube, for you to be able to monetize, you need to have roughly 1,000 hours of view time, or something like 4,000 hours of view time, which I'm around 300 and something. And then you also need 1,000 viewers. They've been changing it. It's to stop like spamming accounts, I guess, and different things like that. I don't know. They have their own ways of practicing. If you'd like to donate, you can send an e-transfer, and that's easily traceable and trackable, and it can hold everybody accountable, and it's not hiding any money. I'm still going to most likely get taxed on that unless it's a gift or a donation. You can put that as well. When you send an e-transfer, you can put in the messages or like a little comment with it, and you can say this is a donation or a gift, and that's wonderful and great. And then I don't think I have to, like, up to a certain amount of numbers or dollars, you don't have to claim donations and gifts. So if you'd like to do that, the email is in the comments, and all you got to do is go on your little phone there, or go on your computer and type it into your banking website and then send money that way. It's also in the description box of the video for future reference, and everything counts. Every little penny counts. Like, you could send a special number to you. You might want to donate like a magical number and then use that as part of your manifestation techniques as well. Because as you're giving, you're receiving, which is insane to think about, because we usually just want to take. But the more you give, the more you get. Okay, 5 is the magic number for this change and breakthrough. I'm so old school, you're asking so much. I'll see if I can figure it out. Cash App, Venmo, my daughter helped me set up those. I don't have Cash App or Venmo. That's an American app. I'm in Canada, just so you know. I know I have a lot of viewers in America, but let's see if I can get a Cash App. I used to have a PayPal, but then that thing got shut down too. What is Venmo? Let's see, can I get Venmo? Venmo. This is what it says. This app isn't available on Google Play in your region. Venmo is unavailable in my region, okay? Cash App is unavailable in my region. If you'd like, you can go onto your banking website, and you know how you send an e-transfer. You just, yeah, a moderator would be great. That's good to hear, Mona. Thanks for subscribing on Instagram. Seems like you lead a cool life. Sounds like you do a lot of cool things. We're going to pull 5 cards. 5 is the magic number. If you'd like to donate, you can donate a 5. You could donate 555. You could donate 555555. 5 5s. Okay? You can use that as a manifestation technique. And if you'd like to book a private reading and a private service, that is in the description box below. All you have to do is email me, and then we can set up a schedule. That's pretty simple. That's our first card. 1 of 5. 555, everybody. Oh my goodness. Our second card is that one. This is the Crystallery deck. Yeah, you can pray if you want. There's no rush. You can donate on your own time. If I were to worry about donations, then I would not get any donations. I already know that I'm being donated to. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the donations. I appreciate your donations. I appreciate you being able to e-transfer me and having that ability. Everyone pretty much has a bank unless you're bankrupt at this point, it seems. So you might have a credit union too. I'm not too sure. But e-transfer is easy. It's international. There's our third card. Fourth card. And then we're going to pull 5 of the Bestiary, which is a sister or brother deck to the Crystallery. Okay. It's very simple. If you can't figure it out by yourself, you can always go to a banking institution where you have a bank, and you can ask them about e-transfers. You can say, hey, I'd like to e-transfer somebody some money. And then all you have to do is provide them with the e-transfer and how much you want to send them. And then they do that at the bank for you. Very easy stuff. Not too complicated. They can also most likely show you how to do it. That's our 5th one. Because they're trying to get everybody on the online. It means they have to spend less money on having someone in their place. Now, the Bestiary deck. We're going to pull 5. Okay. We're going to do it a little special way though. I don't want to bend these cards. 1, 2, 3. My bank says Zelly. Does that work? I'm assuming it does, Mona. I don't know the American banks, but all I know is e-transfer. Electronic transfer. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's weird too. You have to have a password for all these websites as well. And then they tell you to make a different password for every single website, and you're like, well, I can't even remember the one password I have. But yeah. Do it on your own time. There's no rush. Do it on your own fruition. That's our 3rd. And I'll show you all the cards. I'm just placing them down right now. That's our 4th. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Okay. And there seems to be a pattern that I'm seeing in these cards, at least in the Bestiary so far. So this is going to be wonderful. Mona, that's thinking because only requires an email, I think. Yeah, I don't know what Zelly is, but it sounds like you guys are onto something. Okay. Now, the first card we have, Envision the Future. Pearlescent Opal. Envision the Future. That's the first card. Pearlescent Opal. That's our first card, and it is accompanied with, or paired with, the Tabby Cat. You are worthy. Okay, now the Tabby Cat speaks about, this is very significant. This cat gave up its old life of being a majestic big feline, always hunting and gathering for itself, to becoming a domesticated house cat, a tabby cat. Now, for one sacrifice... Okay, thank you, Mona, for clarifying. I use the Canadian CIBC, Canadian Institute of Banking Canada, or something like that. I use a bank. That's all I do. I just use a bank right now. I don't have Cash App. I don't have Venmo. That's American. The only other thing that I could do is maybe set up a PayPal, but I don't really do the PayPal thing. I just keep it pretty clean. I just try and keep it clean. Very simple. E-transfer. If you can go to your bank and just ask them how to e-transfer, that's probably going to give you the most clarity. So we were just talking about breakthrough and strength, and during the readings of those runes, it talked about how you have to let go of an old way to welcome in the new. And now it may seem like a loss, because look at the downgrade in the size of the animal, but if you actually think about it, now this animal is able to conserve more energy. It is able to, instead of go hunting for its food, have its food brought to it. It looks like you might be moving into a time of ease when you may have been used to having to defend yourself and protect yourself and provide for yourself. You could now be moving into a time where you are being provided for, where you are going to be loved and cherished and almost worshipped, valued like a god. And you may be getting more into your spiritual, metaphysical practices as well. This says, you are worthy. This is finding your worth. Okay, finding your worth. There's the Ankh as well, which is very significant. Okay, and above that, again, the crystal was envision the future. You are worthy. Envision a future of yourself where you see the most valuable self. Envision a future where you're able to peacefully travel waters, calm rivers. Where you are, envision a future, you might envision yourself in a boat going from one place to another, and when you land on this new plane, you are in this new version of yourself, which may not seem as big and as bold as it used to, but now big things come in small packages, is what's coming to my mind. Big things come in small packages. You might be getting a little gift that's going to be really big to you, or it might mean something. The second card is become inimitable. And this word inimitable means to not be able to be copied. Become so unique that no one can copy you. And the crystal is celestial quartz. There's also an owl on there. So it's speaking of wisdom, stability, wise beyond your years, time old, you're primordial. You came from the first, and you will be the last. The first shall be the last, and the last shall be first. You are part of this ever-growing cycle and evolution of life and time. Become inimitable means that you do not want to follow the ways that have been set by most people. You want to create your own path. Transcend yourself is the next part. So it goes, envision your future. You are worthy. Become inimitable and transcend yourself. Okay. Now, the horse is often seen as an animal that can transport spirits from one realm to another. It is an animal of transportation. And you can see the light in the dark. That's the shadow self. Transcend yourself. It's also a drum. If you see that, that's a First Nation skin drum. So you might be getting into drumming, or drumming is recommended for you to reach these higher states of consciousness. You might be beating to your own drum. You know that saying? Beat to the sound of your own drum, because this is paired with become inimitable, become someone that cannot be copied, and transcend yourself. And it's paired with a drum. And I'm hearing beat to the sound of your own drum. March to the sound of your own drum. Okay? And there's also pictures of wide landscapes, vast distant landscapes, hills and valleys. You are going to be making sound in places that you haven't stepped foot in yet. You are going to be heard where you haven't even been yet. Become inimitable. That's because you're becoming so unique. The next card states a different kind of love. Okay. Now, if you want to look, there's a lot of purple. So the first card, envision yourself, is titled in purple, like a darker purple. Now, you are worthy is purple. So we're talking crown chakra here. Lots of crown. The first three cards are purple of different shades and varieties. They seem to be getting lighter. Purple again, become inimitable. The next card is transcend yourself. This is green. This is talking about your heart. Okay? So the music that you play from your heartbeat, is what you're going to use to transcend yourself. A different kind of love is also in green as well. Now this here is rose quartz, and rose quartz is used for your heart, to heal your heart chakra. Okay? This is representing how strong yet approachable you are, how fierce yet soft and delicate you are. Have you ever wanted to just hug and kind of wrestle with a lion and not fear about it eating and killing you? Have you ever wanted to pet a lion? This is also close to, what was this? A tabby cat. So you're transcending yourself. You're transcending the beast. You are getting out of that animalistic nature and you're standing up for yourself, but you're becoming a softer version of what you had to be in the past. You're going to shed that old kind of rough nature, predator, fight for your life, fight or flight, kill or be killed. You're moving out of that. You're standing up for yourself with the next card here. This is a skunk. Okay. Now the skunk, you don't see skunks run away. Okay. They just stink up the place. Now, when you walk into the room, you might stink up the place, but not in a nasty way. I'm seeing that you have such an energy around you. See that aura? See that field? People can smell fear. People can smell fear, okay? You don't have that smell of fear on you anymore. People are unable to come at you like they used to because you've stood up for yourself and you continue to stand up for yourself. You may be into gymnastics, or that's something that you're going to want to look into getting into. Handstands particularly. Getting that blood to flow in a different way in your body and moving the blood. But we went back to purple. There's so much purple. Your crown is lit up. Your crown and your heart seem to be your most powerful chakras at this time. Now, with a spotted skunk, you might be into smoking cannabis. I don't know if that's you or not, but they call it skunk cabbage. And you smell that. It also somewhat smells like weed, okay? Like a really dirty weed. Marijuana. Now, a spotted skunk, I didn't actually get into that too much in the book yet. I kind of feel the need to read that one. Page 83. I feel the need to read for that one. The white-spotted skunk may be known for causing a stink. Smelling up the room is really a last resort. First she goes big, standing on her front legs, fanning her tail in the air, and stomping forward so she seems fierce and imposing. Skunk can make herself appear larger than her natural diminutive nature. Diminutive, glamoring even the toughest customers into leaving her alone. Here's the thing. White-spotted skunk doesn't back down. The harm she creates is pure illusion. Sure, the unwary will be stinky for a stretch, but skunk stands up for herself without causing permanent damage. Can you find a way to stand up for yourself and do no harm? And my mom has often talked about, like, Brian, do you always have to leave a wake behind you? She always thought I was causing a problem and a kerfuffle. She was always like, Brian, you always have to make such a mess. But the next animal I see is mice, and mice leave a trail, usually of breadcrumbs and stuff. You may, in the past, have been someone that, like a lion or a cat, would tear apart and rip apart things and shred them apart, but you're moving past that. You're transcending your old self. And we talked about this earlier. It's much easier to destroy than it is to create, because when you're creating, if you're trying to destroy, yeah, you can destroy. But if you're creating, you also have to destroy and make at the same time. To create is to do both things. A creator is the most powerful thing there is. An imitator is someone that destroys. Okay, after stand up for yourself, we have ebb and flow, the moonstone. And now we're starting to get into the blue. So it's going from the crown and the heart down. It's meeting in the middle at the throat chakra. So speaking into your existence is going to be very important for you. Watch your words. Watch your words as the moon cycles change. You might notice that your temperament changes with the moon. And moonstone could help you with your throat chakra. I'm seeing that as the moon cycles are going to unfold and unfurl around you, so will the seasons and the cycles. And you've stood up for yourself in the past to rectify those old cycles. You've transcended yourself and you're moving now into a state of flow. And the state of flow is one of the most peaceful and powerful states to be in. Because as you flow, Bruce Lee said it, be like water. You know what is more dense than concrete? Ice. Ice is more dense than concrete. Be like water. But what is softer than water? What is more dense and tough and strong than ice, besides maybe a diamond? Or soft like water, and water can fill its vessel, fill a cup, so you can meet the energy in a room and blend in, or you could become the room as well. But it's saying here, ebb and flow. You're going to be moving into a time where you're not going to have to stand up for yourself as much. You've done that in the past. You've been fighting. This is what the change is bringing in. It's bringing you out of this loner, in your own world, going through that death and rebirth, transcending. You're moving into a new version and a better version of yourself, where you're now able to ebb and flow with the coming and going of time and cycles, where you're going to meet other like-minded people. Now, it takes, where one mice is, there's multiple. So wherever you go, you're going to start to see people that are kind of like you. Remember, you're inimitable. You cannot be copied. So these people that are around you, they aren't you, but they are there to help and work with you. Okay? So you're not going to have to be in competition. You're not going to have to stand up for yourself. These people are going to be there to help you. And you might be causing a ruckus slightly with these people. Because mice, they leave a mess. Right? They can make their own pathways as well. Mice can dig a hole. They can chew through wood and particle board and cardboard and make little pathways. I'm seeing that you're going to have some people that are going to help you get to that next source of fuel or food. Okay? You're going to be partnered with people that see what you are doing and want to participate or be of help, or you're going to see what they are doing and want to join in. And this could be fun. Okay? And you know what mice scare? Elephants. You know what the elephant in the room is? You're going to scare the elephant out of the room. It won't even be there anymore. You working with these people is going to change the world. And this is really powerful stuff here. The next two cards are blue, and they are both marine themed. The first card is Anchor In, and this is Dive Under the Surface. So what I'm seeing is you're going to be put into a position with this hematite. Hematite is a very heavy stone. You're going to be grounded, not in a bad way, but in a good way. You're going to become more grounded and rooted. Your emotions are going to become more grounded and stable. You may have been going with these moon cycles. Your emotions could have been rising and falling, like the ebb and flow of tides. You could have been having highly charged emotions and then feeling severe depression, almost manic. People may have thought you were bipolar. But this was all part of the cycle of you dying, essentially, but not dying physically, dying the metaphysical, your old self dying. where now you're able to anchor in. You have people that are going to help you. So that's going to relieve some stress. You've already stood up for yourself, so that's strengthened your being. And you've shed an old skin and you've dyed the old ways. So now you're able to anchor into these new emotions or the current emotions that you feel, but in a more solid way, more grounded, more firm, more stable. People are going to be tying onto you, or you're going to be tied into a place. You might have ties and connections now with other people. That's going to help you remain anchored and dive under the surface. Once you find that anchoring, you're able to now explore. You're able to go, and these whales, they work in unison. Killer whales, they work together to get their hunt. You're going to have big players. Killer whales aren't small. You're going to have big people. Killer whale, orca. You're going to be having big players. You might be like a rare species, a rare breed of people. They're going to come together and almost work telepathically and through sound and vibration. When you move, they move. You see that wave? That's like a sonar radar. You're going to be meeting people through the energy that you create. But I'm also seeing pollution in the water. There's still some toxicity around you. There's a water bottle floating there. So your environment has been slightly toxic around you. It might be messy, it might be dirty. And this could be some of your emotions as well. That could be a representation of your emotions. You might still have some deeper rooted stuff that you're going to be diving into and really pulling out the full final bits of trauma. You could be getting to that point where now that you have these people to help you work together, you may be able to finally cleanse and clean out the deepest parts of your emotions. Getting below the surface level stuff. Dive under the surface. Really cool. Those are the 5 cards. 555, big change. Now I'm going to cut it short here, even though it's been an hour and 47 minutes. This is where the video ends. Thank you very much for all your donations. If you'd like to donate, the email for e-transfer is in the description box below. I'll remind you again, there is no Venmo or Cash App in Canada. That's not my fault. I don't know how to do anything about that. But if you have a banking institution, there should be no issue with you e-transferring. I don't know if there's a fee for international transfers of money, but I don't think that would make much sense, given it's the internet. It's basically sending an email to someone. I should be set up for direct deposit, so there won't be need for any security questions or anything like that. All you have to do is present them the email that you want to send the money to, and that's in the comments in the description box below. I'm going to briefly go through all of the comments now, because there's quite a few comments today, and we'll see if we can pull out any cool comments. The couple new names today, I'll say Lady Tsunami, first comment of the day. So glad YouTube recommended you. That was a new person today. Really nice to see you. Thanks for jumping in the video, and if you're still here, really cool. If you want to like and subscribe, I'd love that. Dream Boldly, I haven't seen your name around, and that's because we've been doing Libra reads, but we changed it today for you especially, but also for the collective. It was a happening. It was supposed to happen. It could be that we're letting go of our boundaries and our walls and opening the world to more people. It says, I'm not a Libra, but you keep popping up when you go live. Do you read only for Libra? The sound is great. And you said there's lots going on in the world today. It's a learning process, and you're doing what I hope to do. The decision to be so open was showing more than cards, and had is a big deal. Is probably sticking to hand and cards. Yeah, well, you do what you do. Just take your time. And then Luke sent like an emoticon. I don't know what that actually is. It looks like a deck of cards or something. Dream Boldly back in the house saying, giving up so much privacy is a big deal for some. Like me, I don't want to be publicly known. Great, you feel so comfortable. I've enjoyed your readings. Well, you haven't even, like I said, at the end there with that orca, dive under the surface. I haven't even told you guys what I've actually experienced in my lifetime, and I'm pretty sure I have been human trafficked more than once. There's a lot that's happened in my life, and I'm going to be sharing my story very soon. So if you'd like to hear my story, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot that's happened, and the name that I've been given isn't an accurate representation of my genealogy as well. There's been documents that have been handled improperly, and documentation that's been handled improperly, and the government has been messing with me at different points in my life, and they've helped me, but they've also harmed me, and it's like, whatever, it's part of the journey. But there's I'm a big player. You're a big player, but I know that I have some sort of role in this world to help create like a better future. And it says, Dream boldly, my husband is a Libra Scorpio cusp sun baby. And then Mona Love, I love it when Mona is in the house. She says, hey everyone. Dream boldly says, remember to smash that like button to show appreciation to the shared energy. I remember, hope you do too. I love that. Thank you for helping out. Hi, Mona. And Luke, she says, Dream boldly says. And then Mona returns the favor with a hi, Dream. And then I posted in there, and it's a pinned comment. It says, Fiesta Brian. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it is Fiesta Brian. Dream boldly. I stepped away for a moment. Thanks. Luke McMurray. Hey, Dreambo. And then Dream boldly said, you're reading Thoth? I love that Thoth deck. And it's a very unique tarot deck. This is the artwork. Book of Thoth. Aleister Crowley. He's an occultist. And then, is there any new names in here after that? It just seemed like a really good conversation. Love the parts you fear and remove others' control of you. God's love protects me. I like that. I leave the negative energy with their hearts to learn to heal themselves. Hate only hurts your own heart. It does. It's pain. Usually anger is the opposite of sadness. So if you're feeling angry, it's because you need to cry and remove the sadness that you feel. Anger is, somebody said it was, anger is a feeling that you have for actions that were done to you that you had no control over, but they like harmed you. So then you feel anger. But to let go of the anger, you have to grieve and feel the pain and process it, basically. That's like a abbreviated version of whatever they're saying. There's a better quote, but whatever. Can't hurt me. I realized I loved myself and deserve more. That's great. We all know the truth. For sure, hate is a lesson for yourself. Yeah, but most people don't know it, and it can ruin the heart. This reading is speaking volumes to me. I really appreciate that. Can't deny energies. That's manic of tarot. Maniac? Magic. That's the magic of tarot. There, yeah, he fixed it in the other. And then Luke says, it takes being pushed past reasonable to realize work needs to be done. Comfortable and distractions kept me oblivious far too long. Yeah, I've been clean and sober for like 90-something days now. And that's really helped me change a lot of my ways as well. I was just smoking weed. Lots of weed, though. It wasn't meant to be. It took forever for me to see. Da-da-da-da-da. My husband has great love for me. That's great. I lost lots of my job, almost our home, because she hated on me. Yeah, that sucks. We do better. We know better, and we understand to heal our baggage. That's great. You can get lighter. Similar story. It gets so out of control that healing is the only option if you ever want to feel again. Yep. Well, there's that Johnny Cash song where I hurt myself today just to see if I could feel, or something like that. And then Dream boldly, I fell in love with another man, can love me enough to fight for our love because he loved me so much through my stupidity because of ignorance about how to love me. Childhood trauma does crazy things. Mona Love says resonates 100. I love that. Mona Love again. I almost died and I got out of it. I picked myself up and built myself back up piece by piece, still in the process. Well, that just means you're a wonderful puzzle. And everybody likes a good mystery, right? And that's what a puzzle is. It's like a mystery. You know what it looks like, but you can't quite put the pieces all there. It takes time. You might be something that is more beautiful over time as you put the pieces together. I read that. Awesome. It rings true to you too, people. Mona Love, master manipulators. Yeah, there be some people out there. Yeah. And then we got into that reggae. If you are a big tree, we are a small axe. I love that. Mona Love again. I still don't wish any bad on those who hurt me. The most I don't have that kind of heart. But I know everyone must answer in the spiritual courtroom. I feel bad for them. I shouldn't, but I do. Yeah, well, that's called empathy, I guess, eh? Forgiveness, sweetie. To really have it and to get there is a gift. Pray for them, learn better, and give them to our universal love. And then we got to the point of the runes, and then it was breakthrough. Breakthrough is the first rune, and we had Lanija come in the house. Love it when she's here, Lanija Lewis. She said breakthrough, 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 and proclaim it. Proclaim it. Reaffirm and proclaim. And then we had some hugs going on. It looked like people were hugging each other in the comments, and that's beautiful. And then there was Tarot Destroyer, which came in, and she or he, I don't know the gender of this person, but all they seem to be doing is copying, pasting other people's comments and then posting them. But then I went to their channel and I blocked them because this is the third or fourth fake account that they've made. Yeah. Oh, a new name, Alicia Johnson. Thank you for sharing your gift. Really cool to see you, Alicia. Welcome to the Lights Out Tarot community. Willie knows I've seen you before. Yes. Just proclaiming yes. I love it. Great to see you. Anyone else that's new? Any new names? And yeah, Luke McMurray. I love that. Yeah, there's too many dang passwords out there. Okay. Yeah, the recap's great. And then we got, a brand new one. Macaulay Ian Bearder. Hi, it's my B-day today. Can I have a reading on my current connection with Mode? Thanks a ton. If you would like a reading, I suggest that you reach out to the email in the description channel if you'd like a private reading. I don't generally do free readings for people unless it's for the collective, like what we just did now, which was 2 hours. And I am cresting upon 11 p.m. here, local time. So I'm actually going to say good night. I'm going to say good night. Thanks for commenting, Macaulay Ian Bearder. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to everyone else. I think, what is it, Aquarius season right now? January 23rd, Zodiac. Aquarius. It's Aquarius. So happy birthday, all you Aquarius people. Good night. Good night. Waheguru. 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 Mashallah. Inshallah. Mashallah. And all that goodness. Good night, everybody.